Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. Chips are inseparable from the support of the global industrial chain. Giants need to sell their products all over the world, and they also need to purchase the required components and products from various countries. Therefore, the globalization of chips is the development trend of the semiconductor industry. However, the United States has gone against the trend and formulated various rules to hinder the globalization of chips, making the business of major chip giants more and more difficult. The 7 major chip giants have changed their faces collectively. The United States has mastered the world's leading semiconductor technology, while other countries have continued to grow and develop with the support of American technology. China has even adopted the strategy of learning from the barbarians to improve their skills to control the barbarians, learning advanced Western technology, improving itself, and then constantly catching up and surpassing. From the perspective of the United States, they want to maintain their economic and technological advantages, and the rapid rise of China's chip industry may have an impact on the technological advantages of the United States. The United States seems to want to maintain national security, but actually hopes to maintain its leading position, and China has become an opponent that needs to be contained. This kind of thinking in the United States is undoubtedly wrong. Only fair and open competition can be better promoted. The restrictions in the United States will involve more irrelevant people, and bear the bitter consequences brought about by the rules. For example, 7 major chip giants were affected. In order to fight for their own market interests, they collectively changed their minds and opposed US rules in their own way. These 7 chip giants include Nvidia, Intel, Synopsys, Qualcomm, Samsung, TSMC, and ASML. What actions do they have? Let's first look at Nvidia. The GPU products of this American company are very popular and almost monopolize the entire GPU industry. AMD, which can compete with it, may not be able to surpass Nvidia's GPU performance. However, Nvidia's high-end GPU shipments are restricted, involving A100 and H1000 chips. In order to continue to develop the Chinese market, Nvidia has launched special versions of these chips, namely A800 and H800. These chips have already been supplied to Chinese companies and are expected to make up for the vacant market, where the original chips cannot be shipped. Looking at Intel again, Kissinger, CEO of this company, visited China in mid-April and delivered a keynote speech. Kissinger said that he is very optimistic about the Chinese market, and the growth of the Chinese market is exciting. This statement means that Intel will also increase its layout in the Chinese market and promote more chip products to the Chinese market. Both Synopsys and Qualcomm are in the chip design industry. Synopsys provides EDA industrial software, and Qualcomm is responsible for IC chip design. Affected by US regulations, Synopsys cannot provide high-end EDA industrial software to Chinese customers, so Synopsys also intends to use relatively low-end software products to cooperate with Chinese customers. However, Synopsys has ignored the determination of Chinese manufacturers to self-develop. Huawei has cooperated with manufacturers to overcome 14 nanometers EDA industrial software and gradually got rid of the dependence on American tools in the mature process field. Qualcomm maintained its attitude towards shipments. When the US media reported that the United States was about to implement the fifth round of rules against Huawei, Qualcomm emphasized that it could continue to ship for Huawei, which shows that Qualcomm does not want to lose orders from major Chinese customers. In addition, TSMC and Samsung have also changed their faces. These two companies are building factories in the United States, but the US subsidy application rules are too strict. If TSMC and Samsung want to receive US subsidies, they need to share excess profits with the United States and submit commercial confidential information, etc. The two giants have expressed that they cannot accept the request for US subsidies. If this trend continues, US chip subsidies may be wiped out. Companies would rather give up subsidies than build factories in the United States. Finally, look at ASML, which is the world's largest lithography machine manufacturer, and the only company that can produce EUV lithography machines. It's just that ASML cannot realize the free shipment of EUV lithography machines, and even DUV lithography machines have to be restricted. Everyone knows the reason. The US rules are a hurdle that ASML cannot bypass. However, ASML does not intend to give up on this, and is still striving for cooperation in the Chinese market. It emphasizes that not all DUV lithography machines will be restricted, and it can still meet the needs of Chinese customers in mature processes. ASML's desire to ship is understandable, but ASML has been affected by market rules many times. From the perspective of customers, I am afraid that they will find ways to reduce their dependence on ASML. Domestic lithography machines will also accelerate research and development to avoid affecting future industrial development. The 7 major chip giants collectively changed their minds so suddenly that it felt like Biden's heart was broken. These giants all stood against the US rules and fought for their own interests. The globalization of chips and the attractiveness of the Chinese market have made the giants make the same decision. Of course, these external giants alone cannot make Chinese chips rise completely. In the key technical fields, after all, we cannot do without our own efforts. We must abandon illusions and understand that core technologies cannot be bought or exchanged. If you agree with the point of view of this video, please like it. Welcome to forward, comment and share.